Hi there, my name is Elizabeth Mills. If I'm not your sponsor, I just wanted to introduce myself. We're going to be talking about launch parties. Launch parties is something that it's a topic that I'm really excited about because a really good launch party can give you the confidence to say, I can do this. I can have a really good business off of this. So I want to talk about how to have a successful launch party, how to plan it, etc. I've got a lot of information for it. So if you're kind of overwhelmed at the end, don't worry. I have all of this as a file in the Team Valor files. So all you've got to do is just check there and you'll find all the information there. I know some of you are visual learners, so I wanted to go ahead and give it to you. I'm also going to go kind of quickly because I've got just a lot of information and I don't want to take up a lot of your time. I just want to get you started. First of all, the launch party is your launch of your business. It's no one else's. And your business is what you want it to be. It's not what someone else wants it to be. So I encourage you not to just grab a script from someone else because the party is not going to feel like you. And the people that are coming to your party, they already like you. They already know you. They want to be part of it. So you want the party to feel like you. Okay? But that being said, a planned party is a qualified party. Qualified means you sell $200 and then you start accumulating Y cash after that point. The Y cash is so important because it gets you that product that you need free so that you can market it. And I got so much Y cash in my launch party that I bought a lot of makeup to use as samples. And that has really just built a great platform to launch my business from. And that's what I want for you. Okay. What you don't want to do is wake up in the morning and go, I don't know what I want to post about today. I better go scramble around and try to figure out what I'm going to post. No, don't do that. You need to make sure that you have all of your posts planned so that it feels cohesive. You want your party to flow and you want your audience to be able to follow you. You want it in a logical progression. And maybe that's just the teacher speaking in me, but I've seen a lot of launch parties and some of them just get kind of discombobulated. One minute you're talking about the 3D fiber lashes, the next minute you're talking about the cleanser, and it feels disjointed. No one wants that. People buy when they feel like you're putting in a lot of effort and putting in a lot of work. So if you've taken the time to really plan your party, those are the parties that end up really making a lot of money and just really launch your business strong. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to plan your party. So let's talk about some things that I've seen work, some things you might want to try, and then I want you to take it from there and make it your own. Okay, so first of all, group or event. You'll hear some people that argue, well, go ahead and do a group because when you do a group, everyone that joins that, it can become your VIP group. The only qualm that I have with that is people usually don't like getting added to groups they didn't already ask to be a part of. So it can already be kind of a negative thing right there in the beginning. So here's what I did instead. You can do it as a group or you can do it the way that I did it. Either way, what you think your audience is going to like, you do. But what I did is I did mine in an event, and anyone that accepted their invitation or participated in some way or bought, those people are the ones that got added to my VIP group. The VIP group is a place that you want to keep active and going after your launch party. It's how you stay in contact with anyone that's bought from you before. It's how you let them know about deals and specials. So it's important to get that VIP group strong. So that's how I still set up both. Was I put my launch party in an event, and then I moved those people into a group at the end of the party. You can do it either way. That's how I did it. Again, event name. Okay, I don't want to see Elizabeth's online launch party. Here's what's kind of funny. That's what I titled mine. but I wouldn't do it that way if I were to do my launch party again. You need to make it fun. It needs to be exciting. You don't want it to feel salesy. If you say, my Younique launch, that sounds really boring and really salesy. So I've got a lot of alternatives for you here. You can find them on the file, okay? But look at all of those different names that you can have for parties. Again, choose something that you think your audience is going to like, that sounds fun and exciting. They need to be able to see your enthusiasm for this event, okay? And that starts with the event name. All right. Sorry, I've got lots of notes here, just so that I don't miss anything. Okay. Posts. You need to do at least 2 posts a day. If you do anything less than that, then your party becomes really forgettable and people start to check out. But if you do it at least twice a day, that gives them enough consistency that they'll at least come and check in every once in a while. If I usually do my posts 3 times a day. The reason for that is I'll post at 8 a.m., 12, and then 8 p.m. in whatever time zone I'm doing my launch party. The reason for that being that I will get the stay-at-home moms usually like around 8 in the morning. The people that work that are on their break at lunch hour, I'll get them at noon, and then kind of after the craziness of the day, after everyone's had dinner, etc., I'll see them again at 8. So it's a way to meet my 3 different audiences that I might have in my launch party. People don't check in every day, but if you're posting that frequently, every time they see the notification, they're going to go, I need to go ahead and see what's going on in there, because it looks like there's a lot going on in this launch party. Okay. Okay. What to post? What kinds of things should you do? It is my personal opinion that your party should be beautiful. If they're not there in your house to look through a catalog, that online party should be as beautiful as an online catalog. Your graphics should be really pretty. Your photos should be really pretty. So that just gives it the visual appeal. There's a reason that companies spend a lot of money on marketing and ads and visuals. It's because people like looking at pretty things. I've got several resources for you to be able to make that happen. I use canva.com. There's a way that you can use it free, and I'll put that information in the file. But I can upload any of the pictures that I have on my computer and put those into graphics and display them in such a way that it's really beautiful. You also need to learn to take really good selfies. I've got another video by Molly Stash that you need to see on how to take pretty pictures of yourself. Some of us are really good at selfies. Others, like me, I had no clue what I was doing when I started this. I had never taken a selfie, honestly, before I started my launch party. If you look at the first selfies that I took and the selfies that I take now, they're like night and day. Okay, you need to learn how to take some good selfies. I wouldn't just grab random pictures off the internet to use, because that's what they look like. No one likes to see random people. They want to know what you think. So if you don't have your own pictures of some of the products, steal some from your sponsor, steal some from me, steal some from your friends if some of them are Younique presenters. The reason for that being is people trust you more when you can say, hey, here's my friend Elizabeth wearing the 3D fiber lashes. It gives you a personal connection to the product, so they're more willing to trust it, rather than, hey, here's a random person that I found off of Google. Okay, no one likes that. As far as your posts go, you do not want to be salesy. And that can be kind of difficult when you're trying to, say, hey, look at these products. In fact, I challenge you in your posts not to use the word product. Product itself sounds very salesy. So what I've done instead is I will say, hey, here's a really great trick for how to make your concealer look better. And I do a side-by-side comparison of the wrong way to do your concealer and then the right way to do your concealer, which is in a kind of a triangle pattern under your eye. And while I'm talking about how to do that, I'll say, I'm really glad that I found this particular concealer because I can use less of it, so I'm less likely to get that reverse panda effect, but I'm still going to get the coverage that I need and it doesn't look cakey. Okay, so I've put the product in there, they've been able to see it, but my goal is to teach them, not to say, hey, look at this really great product. People like it when they feel like they're getting something from you. So in each post, teach your audience something. Teach them something about makeup. If you don't know a lot about makeup, like I certainly didn't, I'm not a makeup artist, start learning now. Go and look at some videos, figure out how you're supposed to do your concealer. When do you put your primer on? How do you put it on? How do you use some of these brushes? Start learning all of that so that you can make your posts more about teaching them about the products rather than showing them the products, if that makes sense. Okay? Let's see, what else have I got here? Okay, got all that. Okay. Generating activity. So how are you going to get people involved in your party? My favorite way is to do a party points game, and I'll post that into the photos of this group in Team Valor, so you can see it and use that if you'd like. I've tried some other games. I've tried bingo and some other games like that, and they just didn't seem to have as much of an effect, but the party points, for whatever reason, keeps the activity going all the way through the party. So the way the party points works is I will say, hey, you get 100 points for each comment that you post, or you'll get 300 points if you make a purchase. If you invite a friend to join the group, it's plus 500. Yeah, I'm just making those numbers off the top of my head, but it gives them points for participating in your party. So that's going to keep the activity going, which is important. The more activity there is, the more likely that other people are going to see the posts in the party. It boosts the algorithm of the party. So party points is one of my favorite things to do all the way through the party. In fact, in the very beginning of my party, the very first post I do, actually the night before the party starts, I will do a roll call. If you've been in one of my parties, you've already seen how I do this. The roll call, I post a graphic, and it just says, comment below for a chance to win our first drawing. And in that roll call, I will ask them a question like, if you could only choose one makeup product, what would it be and why? So they comment below, and you get to see who's into your party, who's interested, and here's what you want to do. When they start commenting below, comment back. Even if it's something as simple as, I totally agree, or that's a really great choice. Just comment back so they feel like they're having a conversation with a person and they're not just interacting with their computer. That's the first step in relationship building, so they're more likely to come back and start to get to know you a little bit more. So that roll call is really important. The next morning, I will do a post that says, okay, time's up for the roll call. I'll announce the winners tonight. And I always announce the winners in a video. The reason for that is, again, I want them to connect to me. I want them to know me and be excited. And if you reveal the winner in a video, you're more likely to get people to watch the video and have a chance to connect with you. And again, the more they can connect with you, the more they're going to want to interact in the rest of the party. It also gives you a chance just to explain how the party works. Some people don't know that it's a party that goes on for 10 days. Some people don't know that it's not a live event. So that gives you the opportunity to give them that information, and they'll be more relaxed, kind of understand how the party works, and then they'll be more likely to check in to the party as it goes on. So that's something that I do in every single one of my parties, the roll call and the video the next night. It does mean that you have to find time the day after your party to try to make the video, but in my opinion, it's worth it to do it. The only other video that I make that's party specific is the one after the party ends. I do another video then personally thanking everyone that came to the party, everyone that purchased, and I go ahead and announce the party points winner for that. For my party points game, and I will show them exactly what the prize is, and we get really excited. But again, it's one last chance for me to personally connect with everyone that came to that party, which I think is really important. We are in a business of building relationships, not quick sales. If you're trying to focus on getting quick sales, your business is going to wither and die. You need to try to focus on building relationships with people, because if you do the math, for example, I was really cheap. I was spending about $125 a year on my makeup. Okay. If I got 60 girls to spend $125 a year with me, meaning that they are regular customers, they come back, I make that $500 that I need to qualify as Black status. Okay, it makes it feel more doable when you look at it that way, rather than just trying to get a quick sale, but the customer did not enjoy the interaction, they did not build any kind of relationship with you, so there's no loyalty, and the next time they just decide to go buy somewhere else. That's what makes us different than Sephora or something on the shelf. They have no connection to those products that are on the shelf. They just go and they buy it and they try it. If they don't like it, oh well, they go somewhere else. I've had customers that have tried something. For example, I had a customer that tried a lip bonbon. She wasn't that excited about it. For her, she didn't like the feel. I personally love them, but sometimes you'll get somebody that doesn't agree with you, and that's okay. But because of the experience that she had and the relationship that she had already built with me, by the way, this is a girl that I've never met. I've only met her through a party. But because I've done so much interaction with her, she's seen my videos, etc., she decided to go ahead and do an exchange and try some other things. Now, that wouldn't have happened with another brand if it was just sitting on the shelf. If a brand was sitting on the shelf at the store and she didn't like one product, how likely do you think it is that she's going to go back and buy a different product from that same line? She's not. So the relationships are really important, and the launch party is a great time to really build those. If you haven't already done so, you need to be commenting and engaging with other people well before your presenter's kit shows up and well before your launch party starts. It's important that the first time they don't hear from you in a really long time is not a sales pitch. No one likes that. I can tell you so many stories about, hey, I was really excited to hear from my friend. I hadn't heard from her in a really long time. And the first thing she says is, hey, come buy from me. Okay. Not cool. Not what anybody wants to hear. Again, you're in the business of relationship building. If you haven't talked to someone in a while, don't talk to them about Younique right away. Build a relationship, then mention Younique and draw them in. We're in the process of building a really strong, loyal customer base. Okay. And that was kind of off on a little tangent, but I feel like it is important and needs to be addressed here in the launch party. Okay. Also, on some of your launch party posts, I like to do questions under some of my posts. So, for example, I have a little video where I demo all the different types of lip options that you have, and I teach them which ones you want to use for what reasons, so they can learn the difference between all of them. And below, with that video in the post, I'll say, if you could choose only one of these lip products, what would it be? And that gives them something to comment and say below, because if you just post the video, sometimes they don't really know what to say. They want to earn the party points, but they don't know how to comment below it and say something and earn those points. So asking questions gives them an opportunity to interact with you. Let's see. Oh, okay. So closing out your party, you're going to want to do a video. Like I said, I think it's really important to do a video at the end so that they can see you one last time and they get that truly personal thank you for being part of everything. I get a question a lot about prizes. How do you do prizes? I just started my launch party. What do I do? So there's a couple options. For my drawing, my very first drawing, my roll call drawing, I just picked something from my kit that I knew that I probably wouldn't use a whole lot of, but that I felt like, they didn't need a lot of education to understand it. For example, lip gloss. Okay. Lip gloss is lip gloss. Everyone's familiar with it. Ours is pretty awesome. But it was something that I felt pretty comfortable with giving away. So I did that for my roll call. Now, some of the products like the eye serum and like face wash, etc. I would hold on to those because those are unique to Younique, and you want to try them and experience them. Even though I don't have a lot of wrinkles, or now I'm starting to get them, but I didn't have a lot of wrinkles when I first started with Younique, and I went ahead and held on to the eye serum just so that I could at least try it, know what it feels like, have some experience with it. So when I have an older lady who comes to me and says, hey, what's that eye serum like? I know something about it. Okay, so those kind of unique items I wouldn't give away, but things that are a little bit more generic, or if you've already got some of the products, give those away as prizes from your box. The other thing that you can do that I just started doing is gift cards. Here's why I like gift cards. One, I don't have to ship them. Two, it keeps the conversation going. So even after the party, if they want to redeem their gift card at any point, they need to message me and talk to me. And that gives us a chance again to relationship build. The other reason that I like them is when somebody gets a gift card, they need to try to figure out how they want to use it. So they end up going on your website and they look at all of your products. They self-educate themselves on the products that Younique has. So it's a way to teach them about the products without having to do it directly. And that is really neat. And a lot of times when people get a gift card, they end up spending more than they originally intended. So if they've got a $20 gift card, they might go ahead and splurge and get something like the foundation, something that they really want. So you end up getting a bigger sale off of the prize that you just gave away. So those are just some of the reasons that I really like to do a gift card. I typically will do a gift card as my party prize, my party points bonus at the end of my party. I have started doing them in roll call too, just because if they earn the prize in the roll call, they may go ahead and use their gift card during the course of the party, and that helps out my hostess. That helps her get to the point where she can earn some Y cash, or in this case for my lunch party, it gives me an opportunity to work towards some Y cash. Okay. Let's see. Trying to see if there's anything else. For the moment, I think that about covers it. So if you have any other questions, you're not really sure what to do or where to go from here, shoot me a message. Okay, I will help you plan this launch party. It's actually one of my favorite things is planning. I use a company called postmyparty.com. If you think that you're going to have trouble getting these posts up, Post My Party will be your best friend. Basically, the way it works is you pay $10 a month. That's it. You can put all of your posts into a party template, and then you can set it to run at any time. I love this because it gives me an opportunity to go about my day and do my things. And I know my party is planned, which we know is important for qualifying. So I know it's planned. I know exactly what's said, and it just runs. And then as people comment below the pictures, I can just pick up my phone and comment below and interact with people. So it gives me a lot more freedom. I know my party is planned. So that's just another little thing on the side that you may want to consider doing, especially if you're working full time or you've got a really busy schedule. Okay. Any other questions? Just shoot them my way. You guys know where to find me. I'm really excited. The launch party is awesome. The launch party usually goes way better than you could ever expect. And it's just a really great confidence boost. So have fun with it, be yourself, and message me with anything else you have. All right, thanks guys.